and welcome back to Game On Girl. This is our first episode.
Oh my gosh.
Woo!
Scary. Scary,
I'm
scary,
excited.
scary.
I'm excited. I'm so excited. Welcome. If you are new here. Well, everyone's new here. No one knows. We did give out a little bit of like a hint last night of what we were doing. So no one knows that we're doing this.
No one knows.
This is a full surprise. And if this episode makes the light of day, this will be our first episode, which I'm so excited.
Also, it's very low budget.
Hence the perfume microphones. Red Bull sponsor us.
Should I use my Red Bull as a microphone?
No, we're already 20. It's funny.
Anyway,
we are very low budget podcast, but at the same time, it's fun.
It is.
It's fun.
It'll be fun.
We already do this on a daily without it being
this is basically, we like to FaceTime and talk about sports. So we were like, why not share it?
Why not?
Speaking of maybe we should introduce ourselves.
Okay, Marissa. Who are you? Marissa, who are you? Who literally
Who am I? Who
are you?
Well, who are you? I'm Marissa.
She's Marissa.
Hi. I'm from California. I guess I'll start by like giving off some of my sports background since this is a sports podcast.
Yeah.
So I first started gymnastics at like literally a couple months old.
Woo! She was
mommy and me classes. And then so I did that for a while. And then I took a little bit of a break to do ice skating. Fun fact. Did ice skating for a couple years.
Yeah. And like I didn't find out about that till a couple days ago.
Anyway.
I did. No, I've known Marissa for about 2 to 3 years now. I have known every sport she does except ice skating.
Ice skating was an interesting phase, and my mom cried when I quit because she wanted me to be an Olympian. But I quit ice skating to like go back to gymnastics and fully focus on gymnastics, and then I did that from the time I like started to the time I finished, I guess a total of 10 years. And then I did cheer for 6 years. Did every kind of cheer you can think of because I did my high school sideline team, my high school competition team, my stunt team, which if you don't know what stunt is, go look up a stunt game and watch it because that's very interesting and it's also very hard to explain. But they basically turned cheer into a game.
Oh, I didn't even know about that.
Wait, really?
Whoa. Cool.
Yeah. You'll have to like watch a game. It's really interesting. There's like 4 quarters, you score points, but it's like cheer. I know, it's weird. It was
fun.
Fun. And then I also did a club team after high school. So I literally did every kind of cheer there is. Also rode horses.
She's a horse girlie.
Anyways.
And then like not in a weird way.
Not in a weird way. It's okay.
It's okay.
I don't know, I've watched every sport on earth, I feel like. My dad's side of the family is big baseball side. Like my cousin was gonna go pro and he got injured and couldn't, and now he's a firefighter. But it's okay.
That dad lore is gonna go crazy though.
That lore will go crazy.
Yeah.
And then my brothers both did soccer when they were little, and they did taekwondo. They're 3rd degree black belts, so don't mess with my little brothers. And then my
Shane did that?
Yeah. They're both 3rd degree black belts in taekwondo.
Oh my god. I did not expect. Well, that explains a lot too.
And then they each did football. Like Shane did football as a freshman and Seth did football as a sophomore. So it's just kind of funny. And then like they both did basketball, but Seth's career lasted longer. He went from like 2nd grade to senior year playing basketball. So big basketball family over here. Anyway, that's my sports background. Your turn.
Oh my gosh, who am I? I don't know who I am.
Who are you?
I don't know.
Just a little bit.
I'm Natalia. Hello. Hi.
Hi, Natalia.
I am from Puerto Rico, born and raised. Woo! So yes, I can speak Spanish. I get that question a lot. People are like, so you were born there. Can you speak Spanish? And I'm like, no.
You sounded just like Jennifer Coolidge.
That's such a big compliment. I love her. So yeah, I was born and raised in Puerto Rico, then moved to Washington State Go Huskies. I'm a very big Husky girl. I'm
Ooh.
not I'm not a WSU girl. Mm-mm-mm.
Ooh. Controversial.
Is like when you grow up in Washington, you're either like a big Husky fan or you're a big Cougs fan. And I'm not a WSU girly. Never have been.
You heard it
No.
here, folks. You heard it.
Um for sports, I did about every single sport you can imagine. I did gymnastics. I did woo, yay, twinning.
Yay, gymnast.
Yep, I did gymnastics and then I went into I asked my mom last night. I was like, what sports did I do? I did soccer, I did lacrosse, I did tennis.
Oh my God, I
I
did a tennis camp for like a week one
I
summer.
did I did like a tennis camp, but like it was like an entire summer and then we had games. I feel
Wait,
like that should
do you count swim lessons as doing swim?
no, because you didn't
What about,
compete.
okay, what about like a junior lifeguard class? They made
Sure,
us swim so much.
sure, yeah, yeah, you can say that. I also did
My chair's so squeaky.
basketball, volleyball, track. Track was my
She's
favorite
a
one.
bit of a utility athlete.
I am. I also did cheer, but I
Woo!
only did like high school cheer. I did not do competitive cheer. I did middle school cheer, which was like so fun.
Dude, my
Yeah.
middle school, we tried to get a cheer team, but like none of the teachers wanted to be the coach. And I was like, I literally know how to coach cheer. Like, you'll be fine. You just have to supervise. And they're like, no.
No, yeah, and I choreographed a little halftime dance. And by choreographed, I mean I was in like seventh grade and I looked up Matt Stefanina and it was the
Uh,
salsa. It wasn't even Matt Stefanina. It was another choreographer, but it had Annie LeBlanc and Jules, Jaden, I mean,
oh my
and
gosh.
they did the sauce it up dance. So we made it, but we turned it into kind of like a cheer dance. So it was more
Cute.
cheery.
Kind of fun.
Yeah, and I also did dance my entire life,
She's a
like
dancer.
competitive dance though. So I was like in it. And I also did ballroom dance competitively.
Ooh,
I know. I was wearing heels.
fun.
And that's all I've done. Oh, can't forget the fencing.
The fencing.
Insane
So
era of
iconic.
my life. My mom would drive an hour every Tuesday and Wednesday.
That was like my ice skating. It was like half an hour, and then I moved, and then it was like an hour. And
And
that's like
mind you,
part
it
of the
was
reason I was
exactly
like,
at like 3. Mine was at my practice was at 3. So everyone's like getting out of work or everyone's picking up their children from school. Worst like
booking
hour
it to fencing.
in Seattle. But yeah. Well,
Kind of
oh my God.
funny.
Speaking of sports, what are your favorite sports teams?
Favorite teams. Well, my
Teams. Start since we're in the season. Start with baseball.
favorite baseball team of
Yep.
all time.
Not all time. You can name a couple if you want. I'm not gonna
I have a
count.
favorite of all time.
Well, I know you do.
Beautiful,
Say it.
beautiful. Atlanta Braves.
Woo!
Right here, baby. That's their double celly, if y'all didn't know. Their new
You
one.
know
Anyways, my Atlanta Braves, my beautiful babies.
what?
My favorite MLB team, my favorite NL team, my favorite sports team
Yeah.
in general. But if we're talking like AL baseball,
Yeah.
I have a big love for the A's. Just because like that was the only MLB team I ever watched, like went to a game growing up, and they're just like they're little babies. I don't know how else to describe them.
I want to hug them. Give them a big hug.
Like exactly, I just want to scoop them all up, put them in my pocket, and protect them. Like the A's
Oh.
deserve so much better than what they're getting. And I think they should sell the team. Anyways, what? Who said that?
What? What?
Hey.
Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Who
What
said
about
that?
you? Baseball teams. Your baseball
Okay.
team.
Obviously, being from Seattle, I'm a big Mariners fan.
She's a big
Big,
Yankee girl.
and that's not even like it's just been like my entire childhood has been Mariners. When I was in choir in middle school, we sang the national anthem at a Mariners game,
I
which
did the national anthem and band in eighth grade at a River Cats game.
was fun. What? Oh my God! Wait, that's actually so much fun. We did
That's so fun.
Silvertip, which is like the Everett hockey team,
Yeah.
and like that was also fun too. And like I still have in a box somewhere, I have the tickets from the Mariners game.
That's
And it's like
cute.
paper tickets too. It's
Oh my
not
gosh. I have my Taylor Swift paper tickets, but that's about it.
vintage paper tickets. Vintage.
Worth
So yeah,
so much.
I'm a Mariners fan through and through. Like, and that's for like every single other sports team in Seattle. So like hockey and soccer, big just Seattle sports fan. But if we're talking like not Mariners, I guess,
Not Seattle.
not Seattle, I probably would I would go like Braves.
Yeah.
Braves like area for sure. I'm trying to pick another team that's not the Braves because like I love the Braves because of you. Like
Aww.
like
Are you
like
flirting with me?
yes, always.
We're about to
Duh.
kiss right now.
Yes. Do how like guys do it when they're like
Stop, you did that a little too well. That was scary.
it's because I do it all the time to show my friends. I'm good at it. I'm so good at it. That's not how I kiss though. I promise.
That
I kiss,
was
like,
so scary. Why
no,
was
yeah,
it accurate?
it was. I know.
Anywho.
Anywho, Braves and let me just throw in a little like I'll do well I'll do I don't really watch another baseball team. I don't really. I'm
What about a
you know
college?
what? You know what? I'll do the D-backs. There's what's his
Oh,
face.
I will say I watched the Rockies for Austin Gomber, mostly because
Yeah.
I love his wife, Rachel. I love
Rachel.
her.
Rachel,
Rachel's my girl.
Rachel, you are more than welcome to come on this podcast.
This is our personal invite to you.
Yep.
You
Oh, and personal invite to Miss Chelsea
Chelsea?
Freeman. You guys, once we do a WAG episode,
Oh my gosh, I'm excited for that. That'll be
we will be
fun.
talking about our favorite WAGs.
That
My
would be
favorite
so much
WAG, my favorite WAG in baseball is Chelsea Freeman. I love her so much. She's watched my story before, and
fun.
I've done.
Or
I've,
you know who else I think we should extend a little invite to?
Who?
Miss Dasha Outman.
Please, please,
I'm
please
just saying, James went to the same college that I go to, so
hit us up. Hit us up, girl. We will 100%.
any baseball wives, any MLB wives, if you want to be on our pod, just let us know.
Or any WAG at all.
Wags in
Football,
general.
football, hockey,
We're just big
baseball.
MLB fans though, so like
That's why like we only talk about Chelsea and Rachel.
there's gonna be a lot of baseball talk. Sorry, y'all.
But also I found a player, Corbin Carroll. He is from Washington. So like
Yeah.
gotta give him support there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just do Mariners and D-backs.
All right. I will say the one team I can't stand is the Phillies, but I think that's a given being a Braves fan.
And I can't stand the Royals. And yeah, Kansas City Royals, I'm for you. And not because they're a bad team. They're not. They have pretty good players on their team. I've personally met one of the players, MJ Melendez. If you ever want to come on the pod, we would
We're
love
just
to have
plugging
you
the pod to people that probably are not watching, and it's
and
so
are
funny.
never gonna watch it. That's the thing.
Hey,
They are
never say never.
never say never.
Justin Bieber, while you're at it, I know you're a
Justin-
big hockey fan.
Haley, let me know. Let me know. Give us the road phone case while you're at it too. Please, I love it. No, like Kansas City, there's nothing wrong with them. I met MJ Melendez, great guy, super nice, but they beat the Mariners. They like swept us this last series we had with them, and I don't know, gives me bad vibes. So that's the only team I hate, and strictly because of that.
Okay, like other sports though. Big basketball fan over here. So Sacramento Kings. Listen,
Yep.
y'all. I was born and raised a Sacramento Kings. I have been a Sacramento Kings fan since I came out the womb, and it is rough out here. I'm not gonna lie. It is
It's
very rough out here.
a little
But
rough.
we stick with them. We stick with them through and through.
Through and through.
And
I
through.
think I don't want to get hated on, but I am not, even though I played basketball for many years, I was not a big basketball girl.
Okay.
I
played
didn't.
it more than like watched it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I definitely am a bandwagon fan. I can admit I'm a bandwagon fan. So my teams are Celtics, but that's more of a like, for me, it's more like sentimental because when Kyrie was playing with the Celtics, that's when I got my first pairs of Kyries.
Yeah.
So it's kind of more like, oh, like
oh, my
oh,
first
yeah.
pair and the Celtics. Okay. It's
Yeah.
memory. It's nostalgia.
Yeah.
It's okay.
And then this was just strictly bandwagon.
This is
Strictly Golden State Warriors.
See, my brother is a huge Warriors fan, but he was a fan before they like had their little dynasty where they were winning and everything.
That is how we
real
met.
quick. Little sidetrack.
Those sidetrack because we never said how we met.
We
Because
didn't.
you're probably wondering why is she in one room and why am I in another
Right? Like,
room?
why are we on Zoom and why are we not in person?
First off, I'm across the country right now.
Yeah.
I'm not even
far.
I'm not even in the States. But we met because I had this little account called Rockstar Soap.
Oh, what an era.
And that was like, in that era of me, I've always, okay, this is not like a new thing. I have always known that I'm going to marry or date someone famous.
She's just meant to be in the spotlight.
It's a given. It's a given. Like, I will be, you know, but in this era of my life, I loved a band called 5 Seconds of Summer. So I was very into like my rock star girlfriend type phase, even though they aren't rock stars. I'm thinking anything after Calm,
They're
not rock.
Punk pop, man. Punk pop never dies.
Yeah. You know?
Rock. Anyway.
Rock on. And I had this account and I made a silly little video, 15 seconds, and it got to 1.1 million views.
Keep in mind, video was not targeting anyone.
Anyone.
No one. No one was named. It was just a fun video.
It was just a little fun
TikTok.
Yeah. And
a
then
little POV, if you will.
Yep. And then people started naming this one artist over and over again. And I was like in the comments being like, who? Who is that? But I didn't mean it in like a who in a rude way.
Like a genuine, like, who are you talking about?
Like, who are you talking to? Like, who are you talking about? And then she commented on my TikTok.
Keep in mind, she was a grown adult. And Natalia was a child at this time, was a minor.
I was like 16 turning 17 or just freshly turned 17.
And
I was a minor.
This woman was in your comments, like, attacking you.
Yeah. And then she went on Twitter, too.
Yeah. And for what?
She went on Twitter, and I had people defending me. Praise.
So this is like, this video came across my For You page, and I was like, oh, that's funny. And I just so happened to look at the comments, as one does on TikTok. And I see this, like, going down, and I basically, like, told said woman to chill out and stop attacking a minor. And then I think I followed you because of it, honestly. And then you like followed me back and you were like, can we be friends? And I was like, of course. And then a beautiful, beautiful friendship blossomed.
And now we're here.
That is the only good thing that woman has ever done.
Yeah. It's bring two girlies together.
Exactly. So don't be mean to minors. Because then maybe one day they'll start a podcast.
Yeah.
Oh.
And now we're not minors. We're adults.
Yeah, we're not minors anymore.
That's crazy.
Anyways.
Oh my gosh. Can we like talk about our favorite college teams though?
Favorite college teams? Oh, I'm a UGA girl through and through. Georgia Dogs. There is no other option. Well,
and
maybe like the school I'm looking to do a master's program at, but
do you want to say what school it is?
No.
Why?
Do I want random people on the internet knowing where I'm looking to continue my education after I graduate my current school?
Well, no. It's okay.
It is awesome in Georgia, though.
Yeah.
That's all your guys That's all you guys are gonna get.
Well, great sports teams, that's for sure. Great. Baseball's just so big in Georgia.
Great baseball team.
Great baseball team. That's cool. I'll tell you that much right now. Okay, I have three. I'm a
Three teams. Let's hear them.
Vanderbilt. Can't ever go wrong with Vandy. Ever.
Vanderbilt baseball.
Exactly.
Here we go again.
Big UT at Austin fan. Welcome. Yep.
Okay, Kojo.
Oh, man. And I'm also big. This is controversial. These two are controversial. I'm a big Florida fan. Go Gators. But I'm also a huge Tennessee fan.
This is so bad, knowing that I'm a big UGA fan, like through and through. That is my my team, and not because of the national championship titles they won. I was a fan before, okay, people.
He was a fan before. Gosh.
I've always had this weird feeling that I'm just meant to live in Georgia. Like my whole life. Like I'm like, that's where I want to live.
You are.
So, I don't know what it is. There's like some kind of calling. Like God literally sent a calling that was like, you need to live in Georgia.
I
don't know.
There's many callings out there.
Maybe my soulmate is in Georgia or something.
Maybe. What if a certain person watches this podcast and you just said, maybe my soul. Wait, you could also play that along. Riz.
What is happening?
She knows what she's doing. I respect.
Are we keeping that in?
Yep. We have to. I'll bleep out the he.
Okay.
Oh, wait. I got you. Don't you worry. But like, hey, maybe my soulmate is in Kansas. Who knows? Like, we don't like, if you guys can figure out what school this is.
Well, does this? Then you can figure out.
Wait. If you can figure out what school that is.
Oh God, I can't. Okay.
That is so scary. Because he could potentially watch this and be like,
I hope he does. I hope you're watching.
No, but I also hope that. Wait, I'm gonna bleep this out. What? Okay. That was off record. On record. If someone from watches this, hit me up, please. Hit me up. Thank you. They followed me.
This is where I go. So if you could figure that out, I guess you could figure out where I go. Good luck.
I don't know what my school does. I'll just do this.
Why did I think you were throwing up a peace sign? And I was like, why are you doing 3 for a peace sign?
Peace and love.
Oh, look at that. She's a hippie.
She is.
Okay. Do we have any other favorites, least favorites, anything, any lore before we move on to the next topic?
Well, who's that coming down the track?
I'm not doing this, man. I'm not doing this.
The big machine in the red and black. Ain't nothing finer in the land than a drunk, obnoxious Georgia fan. Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Give me Alabama.
I can't do it. I think, you know what I think? Hot take. I think we should get rid of referees. I think we should get rid of umps. And I think we should go to computer, like, reffing.
Oh, okay.
Because none of them can seem to, like, call calls right, ever. So I think if we went computerized, like, kind of how they've been doing in, like, higher level gymnastics, like, yeah, they still have judges, but they have it, like, anyways, computerized reffing.
Yeah.
I would like to see it, honestly.
Me too.
Fair.
That's
It would just make things much more fair.
Yeah.
Hot take.
But like, my hot take, women's basketball right now on fire.
March Madness? Did you read my mind?
I did.
That was literally what was up next. Wow.
Connected even across the country.
Look at that.
Look at us.
No, for real. Like that South Carolina Iowa championship game. First of all, South Carolina going undefeated. Props to them. Because that's
Like,
impressive. That is.
props to them. Like going up against other schools that are like amazing. So you have like, you know,
Crazy.
just that entire category of schools is just like too good. Like
It's insane.
too
And
good.
like, even though Caitlin didn't win, like Caitlin Clark, like that girl has brought so much attention to women's basketball. It's amazing.
And also, I just think that like genuinely basketball is so back for girls.
Oh yeah. Oh
so
yeah.
back. And like I'm excited to see this like new wave of like girls coming into basketball.
Yeah.
Like I'm excited.
I think it'll expand into other sports too, because now we have like a women's league for hockey.
Yeah.
Have you seen that? The PWHL?
I have not. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there's a whole women's league for hockey that's like really starting to get going.
Put me in, coach. Put me in. I want to fight people.
Pretty cool.
I want to fight people.
Like women's sport, like this is part of like why we wanted to start this podcast too. Like women's sports have really started to flourish, I feel like. And
also just women in sports.
Exactly.
In the sense, like broadcasters, coaches.
Like I want to work in sports.
Yeah. The girlies behind the scenes that like
getting into it.
Yeah, because what do you want to do? And
I want to do athletic training because I think that would just be so much fun.
For the Braves.
For the Braves, preferably.
If Braves organization, if you are listening to this, please hire her. She's gonna die if she doesn't. Like, get on.
I genuinely want to work with either the Braves or with like within somewhere in UGA.
Yeah.
You know. Gymnastics would be very scary to work because of some of the injuries, but like I could do it. Some of the injuries in gymnastics, oh my. I watched a girl get paralyzed once. Like on live television. She fell off the high bar and like snapped her neck and just paralyzed.
Oh my gosh. You watched a lot of that last night.
I did. I had to do the spine lecture. Like I had to watch the spine lecture for my athletic training class right now. And we like in the lecture, she set up like a 5-10 minute video. I don't know exactly how long it was of just people like football players breaking their necks. And I was like, okay. Okay.
I mean, for me, I work in sports too, but I want to go more into like the media entertainment side. Like I would love to be a social media coordinator or a photographer or just something of social media for Mariners organization. Please, if you're listening, hi, give me a job
on the TikTok.
Yeah, let me ask Bryce Miller his favorite. Well, he's gonna say A&M because he went to A&M, but his favorite like college team. But
ask him his favorite pizza topping.
They already did that, and they all were weirdos and said pineapple on pizza.
What?
And I don't. Controversial. I don't do.
I feel like more people actually don't like pineapple on pizza than do.
I don't know. I feel like
I've seen.
I feel like I hear a lot of people being like, "I love."
Have you ever heard someone say they willingly put anchovies on their pizza?
What?
It's scary.
That's not true.
I've heard somebody say it. Granted, it was like an old male teacher I had.
That makes sense.
But like, still. Gross.
Ew. Well.
Anyways. Okay, men's March Madness. UConn 2P? The last team to do that was Florida Gators in 2006 and 2007.
Which, by the way, go Gators.
There was one more before that. I can't remember exactly who it was right before that. And then the time before that was the 7 UCLA wins with John Wooden, which, like, are we surprised? No.
Incredible.
But, like, nobody has done it since 2007, so.
UConn.
And, like, Purdue making it as far as they did.
Yeah, I was a little bit, you know
what?
but I had never done, this was my first time doing a bracket. I had never done it. And at the end, you know how it asks you, like, who's taking it all? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I was gonna pick Duke, but then because I'm not a big basketball girl, I just went off vibes. And as soon as I saw the UConn logo, I was like, one sec, UConn. And then
Wow.
look at me. Look at me.
Wow. Purdue
Yeah.
really screwed up a lot of people's brackets, which
Really?
I find it so funny that
I
they, like screwed
I'm
everyone up.
trying to think who of my friends, did the bracket. I don't really talk to a lot of people. They scare me. I
That's
talk to
so real.
I talk to you and like two other friends
People
every
just annoy
day.
me sometimes, but it's okay.
That's okay. But the way I found out that UConn had won is because my friend Turner texted me. He's like, "Oh, UConn won." But I had told him that like they were in my bracket.
Yeah.
I was like, "You're joking me." Like, because like you're just joking. I had a bet with some other like with someone else and I was like,
Yeah.
$5 UConn wins. And he was like, "No, like they're not winning." So I was like, "No." And as soon as I'm about to text the other person,
Mm-hmm.
why does ESPN notification?
That's
UConn takes
so
it all.
funny. That's
Yeah.
so funny.
Genuinely, I was like, wow. Is I wasn't watching the game. I was just gonna get the notification.
Yeah.
Because I
That's
was like with my family.
I was
So
like on and off watching the championship games and stuff, but like I don't know. I'm so busy all the time. I feel
she's
like
a busy gal.
I don't have time to really sit down and watch games unless it's the Braves. But then again, I'm literally like I will watch the Braves by just doing whatever I'm doing and it's on my phone like this.
Real.
iPad kid for the Braves.
She's raw. She's authentic.
But speaking of brackets, do you want to tell them our fun little
Our
baseball
bracket.
thing right now? Since baseball season
Uh,
has started, like what we do.
okay, so I this year I just started doing fantasy. Like I started out football season. It went great for me, even though I picked only hot guys on my team for football because I
My
don't.
football was a hot mess and I left it halfway through.
Yeah, yeah, and
Because
that's okay.
I will do the draft and then I won't touch it again because I just don't have time to sit there
Yeah,
and reconfigure my whole lineup every day.
you're just busy.
Exactly. So I don't do normal
The thing
fantasy.
is, we went so far into fantasy, and one day we did 3 drafts. We did football, hockey, and
Basketball.
basketball. Yeah,
And
but
I just can't each day and like go through I just can't.
and like switch people out. Yeah,
Like as fun as it is, it's just too time consuming for me.
yeah. So
And it's
like
precious.
I still do fantasy. I'm heavy on fantasy. I'm doing bets with some people, and my baseball team right now is stacked. I don't care what anyone tells me. My football team, my baseball team. Whoa, my baseball team
Oh,
is stacked.
so
But
my
because I
guy on
want,
the team, Matt Olson.
woo, I do have that.
Holy, that's my favorite player. Matt
That is,
Olson. Love
yep.
that
And
guy.
I have Bryce Miller on mine, and that's my
Of
favorite.
course.
He's my favorite pitcher. But um, I still wanted Marissa to like participate with me. And think this little bracket is like if you were betting on who's winning, but we're not
Exactly.
betting. We don't.
We just like text each other each morning, like,
Yep.
okay, here's all who I think is gonna win the games today. And then at the end of the night, we do a count up of like how many we got right.
Yep.
It's just
Do you
a
want to?
fun way to also like be like, who's playing today? What do I need
Yeah.
to pay attention to today?
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you want to say your bracket of the day?
So my stats for
Your,
today.
your stats for the day.
These are my picks. My picks of the day. We
Okay.
have Dodgers,
Ooh.
Cardinals,
Yep.
Mariners,
Yep.
D-backs, Nationals, Angels, Guardians, Cubs, Reds, Yankees, Orioles, Braves, Royals, and hot take the A's because the A's did win yesterday, so I think they could pull out a win again. I have faith.
Um,
I'm
and
feeling
for
it.
me, for Nat, I have Dodgers, Mariners, D-backs, Braves, Royals, A's, Phillies.
I will never say the Phillies.
She will never. Nationals, Rays, Guardians, Cubs, Brewers, Yankees, and don't judge me, but I call them the Oreos.
Oreos.
Because I've called them the Oreos because I was never, as a little girl, I was never able to pronounce it.
Speaking of, did you see who they pulled up?
Yes,
They just pulled up Jackson Holiday.
Jackson Holiday. Yep.
Oh, so proud. Yay, Jackson!
Oh, Jackson! I can't believe I'm
Did you
the
see
same
like
age
the video that MLB posted?
Yes, I
And they
did.
were like, call your dad and like tell him and like thank him. Like,
my thing is that he's the same age as me.
he's
What am
younger
I?
than me.
What am I doing wrong with my life? That we're
He's
the same
literally
age?
younger than me. He's also already married, which is just
What?
yeah. Wait, you didn't know that?
No.
He's married.
What do you get married at 18? Oh my gosh.
I don't think our stats right now
Not good.
were they amazing opening weekend?
Absolutely, they were.
Yes. Since then, they've been
Not good.
a pretty solid 0.5 average. You will.
They've been doo doo.
Little 500 there.
Doo doo.
It's okay. It's okay. It happens.
That's so sad though, because genuinely, we know so much about baseball. We're such baseball girls, and
It's because they quite literally, I don't know what's going on. I just feel like
the thing that throws us off is the Sunday games. Sunday games throw us off.
Sunday. Sunday always messes it up. If Sunday's good, the rest of the week is good. If Sunday's bad, the rest of the week is bad.
Yep. Because like opening weekend, it was a Sunday game, and I think it was 15 games, and I think I got a 14 out of 15. I think you got 15 out of 15.
I think so.
Yeah.
Also, like I will always say the Braves and I will never say the Phillies, which I know is not necessarily good for my stats, but it's like I can't help it.
Same with the Mariners. I'm always gonna pick Mariners and Braves.
I think there was one time I didn't pick the Mariners and they won that day. And so I was like, yep, from here on out,
Mariners.
pick the Mariners.
It didn't surprise you. Last season, they had a 24 games that they had won straight.
Dude,
and
the
it was
Braves had won over like 100 games. Easy.
Yeah.
The Braves are actually like they're actually so good. We just don't do very well in the postseason. But like we just swept the Diamondbacks and they literally went to the World Series.
Yep. Which, by the way, can we like talk about the World Series really fast? Because
the Rangers first ever win?
Great, but can they do it again? In my humble opinion, no. I don't think they're gonna. I mean, I feel like they can make it to the World Series. I don't think they're winning again. My bets are on.
If you say the Dodgers, I'm leaving.
No, this is complete BS.
Because everyone's saying the Dodgers.
No, but like one guy can't just carry the Dodgers.
They're like, because they have Mookie and they have Shohei and they have Freddie.
Yeah. But my thing is like offensively and defensively, you have to be working on both. Do you know what I mean? One guy can't carry the team with home runs. You have to like do it all. So I don't think the Dodgers. Either way, last year, Dodgers choked with the D-backs.
Like I think they'll make playoffs.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna make the World Series.
Neither do I.
I could be literally shoving my foot in my mouth right now.
Okay, listen. If the Dodgers
give me something like else, I'll do a milk mile. No, I won't. No, I won't.
No, you won't. I would dare you to do something. I'm keeping off the record what it would be, but I would dare you to do something.
Okay, so fun.
Off record.
On record. I'm scared for what she just said.
On record, because did I not dare you to do something these past few days? Yes, I did. So if Dodgers do make playoffs and then they like win the World Series, you're gonna.
If Dodgers make it to the World Series, they don't even have to win. They just have to be in the World Series.
Oh, even easier. What? You just made it so easy.
No, because I have faith my Braves are gonna pull through this year, and the Braves and the Dodgers can't both be in the World Series. Listen, I have faith in my Braves every year. We did it in 21. We can do it again.
Which I loved Chelsea Freeman and what she wore to the Braves parade. Thank you very much.
Dude, as long as Strider
He
is
still
okay.
has, yeah. Oh my God, let's talk about that. Okay,
Spencer Strider and his elbow.
I just want to talk about there's been so many injuries with pitchers.
It's the pitch clock.
Like,
It is the pitch clock.
I think every single injury that I've seen on that comes up on ESPN, that comes up on
it's something to do with their UCLs. Like you see so many pitchers getting Tommy John surgeries now. I swear it is because of that pitch clock, because now they're being forced to throw like faster, not necessarily faster speed wise, but like, do you know what I mean?
quicker. Like
they don't have enough recovery time.
Yeah.
And unless you like double the amount of pitchers you put on each team, you're gonna be seeing more UCL injuries. You're gonna be seeing more shoulder injuries. You're gonna be seeing those injuries. And Tommy Johns are no joke, you guys.
They're like what,
This
6
is
months?
coming from someone who's literally studying this stuff right now.
Is it 6 months recovery, right?
Oh my God, if you're lucky, it could be a year to 2 years.
Jeez Louise.
If it's a full UCL rupture and you have to get like a major surgery on it, a major Tommy John, like it could take a year to 2 years to properly fully heal.
Listen, I would never...
And that's if you're lucky to play at that level again.
Oh, we got game number 1 starting.
Whoa!
Dodgers versus Twins. And we both picked the
Dodgers. We know the
Dodgers.
Dodgers are winning. If the Twins win, I'm just gonna like stop talking about baseball.
I would never wish like a Tommy John surgery on anyone.
No.
Not even people from certain parts of the South. I would never wish that upon both of them. And people, oh wait, no, he's not a pitcher. Never mind.
Who's not a pitcher?
Wait. I don't think he is. You would have told me if he was a pitcher.
Are we thinking about the same person?
I think we are.
Wouldn't even wish a Tommy John on my old pitcher.
Yes, I actually would. I would wish 5 Tommy John surgeries in a day. Like break it again, rapture it, and then get a surgery again.
You guys, there's so much lore behind that we just like cannot share, but
we not share. Listen, this podcast also,
there's a little bit of sports gossip.
Yeah.
XOXO.
Because we will be talking about college teams, and we are both obviously in college. We are adult women who obviously have talked or dated college athletes.
Oh, we'll do a whole episode on college athletes and dating.
Because
it's rough.
It's rough. How can some of y'all be engaged, but
I don't get it.
I
just don't. I don't get it.
Once again, I feel if you did not read the podcast, logo, Game On Girl.
So it's a little girly version to sports. It's not like pure like raw sports. It's like there will be sports talk and there will be a little bit of gossip. But don't worry, because we're gonna keep everything like cool, chill. We're not gonna name drop, and if we do, we'll bleep it out.
Yeah, and hopefully this feels like a FaceTime, because Marissa and I, we do this on a daily. Exactly. The thing is, when I thought about this podcast idea, I was like, Marissa and I already do this, but like we don't record it. We don't.
Exactly. So now like might as well just record it and share it.
And like if it blows up,
cool. If not, like
memories for the mom lore for our kids.
The mom lore is crazy.
No, let me tell you something. Me and Marissa's mom lore is insane. The things we have been through.
Oh boy. 3-2. Bases loaded. But that team has no score. They haven't.
I love, you know what? That's what I love about baseball. Sometimes you can be 3-2, bases loaded, and it just doesn't work out for the other team. And it's just beautiful to see. Like
it's all on the pitcher and the catcher right there.
Yeah.
Gotta give the catcher credit.
Okay. catchers don't receive a lot of credit. Or at least I don't really hear.
They do a lot.
They do.
They really do. Like, if you know baseball, if you watch baseball, like, catchers do a lot. It seems like they're just sitting there waiting for the pitcher to throw the ball right to them.
Honey, they will throw that ball to third base, second base, first base from home.
And they gotta do it squatting half the time.
Yeah, they don't really.
Oh my God, my knees.
They have to like run back and like just look up, being like, "Where's the ball? Where's the ball?"
If I was,
and they also
my knees would be dying.
Yeah, my dad was a catcher, and whenever he like squats down, whenever he squats down, all you hear is. Which, by the way, my dad played for A&M. So the fact that I'm not an A&M girly and I'm more of a like Austin girly
is crazy.
Yeah, and Bryce.
That's so crazy. Also, y'all should like listen to her dad.
Oh my God, yeah. My dad is a broadcaster for the Mariners. If y'all want to go ahead and listen to him, you can. He's traveling with the team too, so
yeah. So y'all should tune in.
Y'all should tune into some games.
Tune in.
Oh, and one thing I'm gonna cap on with like the uniforms, they are so bad this season. I've never seen some more ugly uniforms in my life. Did you see that one video? I forgot which team it was.
Now, why are we so exposed? You know?
Yeah. And also the City Connect uniforms are. I saw the Phillies City Connect uniform, and it is not in their color wave. Like you think of Phillies
red and white.
You're like red and gray too.
I think red and white. Honestly, I think of the stripes, the red and white stripes.
Yeah, and they have like a cream color too. I think they have red and cream, and their City Connect uniform is all black with no red. I think
that's weird. I don't like.
But with the Mariners, our City Connect uniform is so pretty. It's this blue with yellow, and I have a City Connect jersey. It's like my favorite. I wear it's in all the pictures I've ever taken. That's the only jersey.
Can we talk about the news of the A's? The recent news of the recent news. And how they're moving to Sacramento?
We manifested this. You said it before it even came out.
I said A's to Sacramento win. Yeah. And they just announced that they're going to be playing in Sacramento from 2025 to 2027. Which is just in time for me to move out to Georgia, but it's okay.
Oh, you want to go to Georgia?
Have I mentioned that before? Have I mentioned that I'm literally like planning on moving in a year? No. Crazy.
We'll be so close.
We'll be so much closer. Maybe we'll be able to like actually podcast in the
together. So this is kind of off topic, but this podcast will be talking about different sports too. It's not just gonna be about baseball, even though we're big baseball girls.
We are big baseball. There will be a lot of baseball probably, especially because it's baseball season.
Yeah.
But best believe once the Olympics get going.
Absolutely. Track. We'll be there.
Don't worry. We'll have so many different topics.
Diving. Archery. Equestrian. Surfing. Skateboarding. All of it.
Which is also like
rugby. We're there.
We want to hear what sports you guys want us to talk about. If we're not talking about a sport that you want to hear about, literally like let us know, send it in or something, and we'll do some research and we'll talk about it.
Yeah, and best believe that there will be some episodes where she will do most of the talking because it's like her favorite sport. Yeah. So basketball, that's an all you episode, and I'm just comment.
As soon as the championship game happens, best believe I will be going down a rabbit hole.
You will be going to Yapville.
And
best believe when we talk about Formula One.
Oh my gosh.
When we talk about Formula One,
I'm gonna just sit back and relax and watch you go, girl.
We talk about UFC and hockey.
On, man.
When we talk about listen, I know it's fake, but as soon as we talk about WWE, I am there. I am sad.
Listen, it may be fake, but you still have to be kind of athletic for it.
No, and you get real injuries. We'll also talk so much about.
Don't worry, we'll have plenty of that. But basically, like, moral of the story here is if there's a sport you guys want us to talk about, like, let us know and we will do it. We will talk about it.
Pause. Do you have a favorite PBR team?
Not really, but I have a favorite bull rider.
Who is it?
Austin Richardson.
That's mine too. That's mine too.
What the heck? I mean, like,
Wait,
if we're talking current, if we're talking all time, like, obviously Lane Frost.
Oh, I was gonna say that $1 million.
That $1 million bull rider, JB Mooney. Lane Frost, like, learning about, like, I always watched rodeos growing up because, like,
yes,
how my family was, but I feel like learning about Lane Frost is what got me into the bull riding specifically.
Yeah.
No,
I love
who Lane Frost is.
Hurt.
Go watch 8 Seconds.
No, but I absolutely love PBR. I think my favorite team is the Carolina Cowboys.
Yeah.
Carolina Cowboys are, we talk about this and like we're just big country girls that love baseball, PBR, love some Yellowstone. God, I was watching Yellowstone.
Apple pie, Chevrolet, and baseball. If y'all don't get that reference, I'm sorry.
We love Lightning Wilson. We love Morgan Wallen. We love.
Also, I'm so sorry in advance if a Southern accent just pops out. Some words trigger it, and then I can't stop.
Nope.
Because my grandpa was from Arkansas, and so
Arkansas
he had an accent, like a very strong accent.
I love that.
And so, like, you know, when you're little and you just hear your grandpa talking in a very strong Southern accent, it's gonna
come out. Exactly. I think sometimes my Southern accent comes out because I don't have an accent when I speak in English, even though Spanish was my first language. I don't have an accent in English. And I don't have an accent either. I do have an accent when I speak in Spanish, but it's like a Puerto Rican accent. It's not like she speaks very poorly Spanish. It's not that. Yeah, I love speaking Spanglish. It's my favorite thing. But sometimes my Southern accent will come out with my sister. Marissa's seen it before. No, stop doing that. I'll do that.
Mine's like if I say my A's a certain way.
Yeah.
It gets it going.
It gets it going.
Anyways.
Well, that was a curveball.
Speaking of wanting. Did you read my mind? Did you read my mind? Oh my gosh, because I was gonna say, speaking of like wanting to hear your guys' input, we want to do this like little segment at the end called Curveball, where you guys throw in questions. It can be about sports, it can be about life. Like this is literally completely up to you guys, what you want to ask us, whatever, like genuinely whatever. It doesn't have to be about sports. We love sports questions, but it doesn't have to be. And so it's gonna be 10, 15 minutes. I don't know. We'll see. However we're feeling each time of just us answering your guys' questions. So that'll be curveball. Kidding. Anyways, do you have anything else you would like to add for the people?
Yes, go Mariners.
Tell them goodbye. Oh, go Mariners. Go Mariners and go Braves.
Go Braves. Let us know your favorite teams.
Yeah. I'd love to hear you guys' favorite teams, unless it's the Phillies. But
or the Giants.
Oh.
We all know why.
Anyways.
And the Angels.
I thought being my dad and my brother's favorite team.
Yeah, but like we all know why. It's not my favorite.
It's okay. It's okay. Nothing personal, you guys.
No, it's never personal.
Anyways, we want to hear feedback from you, especially because this is the first episode, you know.
It is a sidetracked, but it's the first episode. Okay, we just wanted y'all to this is literally what happens on FaceTime.
Exactly. So. This is just a FaceTime. So make sure you like the pod, subscribe, so you can hear our updates every single week. We're gonna try to post every week for y'all.
We're gonna try to post every Friday.
Follow the Instagram, the TikTok, the YouTube. You know, we'll link it all. Don't worry.
Link it down below.
Link down below. Maybe one day we'll make merch.
Who knows?
That would be fun. I've always wanted to have some kind of merch.
Of mine, yeah. Maybe if we start getting sponsors, please, Red Bull, please.
We'll see. Wherever the wind may take
us. Red Bull, MLB in general, send us some stuff.
Wherever the wind takes us. And you guys, make sure you leave plenty of feedback because we do want to hear what you guys want to hear. Like, that's super helpful. So,
yeah. That way we actually just don't talk about baseball 24/7.
Exactly.
I
think that wraps it up, huh?
Yes, darn tootin'.
Darn tootin' boot scootin'. So I guess we'll see you guys next time. So go get your game on, girl.